Going live. Look at my hair, y'all. I am blessed, man. Do you know how many people wish? Look at that shit, man. That shit is a full head of hair, man. Anyways, y'all. The key to this, to the hair, real quick before I get into this video. Even though I'm just waking up and shit, I ain't even really comb my hair or nothing. But here's the key. All that grease and shit y'all putting in your hair is stupid. I don't never put grease in my hair. I don't put shit in my hair but shampoo and conditioner and shit. That's it. I ain't never put no grease in my hair. It made my hair itch, so I like, fuck all that. Anyways, man. People say when you get older, dating is harder. I don't believe so, because often people struggle with dating, let me say this. You shouldn't date. I know people are going to disappear off the video after I say that. You really shouldn't date. That's the first mistake that people make. What is dating? Allowing somebody to have access to you and play games with you while they talk to other people. That's exactly what the fuck it is. A man should already know what the fuck he want. A woman should already know what the fuck she want. Meaning, when you meet somebody, I'm not saying you know for sure if you really want them or not, but you know if you want to give them a chance. You know if you have interest. So, there it is. You know if you have interest in somebody when you meet them. All that dating shit, all that shit is to allow people to make you an option. That's why y'all struggling with dating. Fuck dating. For what? If you're a person that knows what the fuck you want, you know if you're going to give somebody a chance or not. The only people that need to date this one, I need to date that and that, they don't know what they want. That's why they struggling. And they don't keep struggling. And people are going to keep disagreeing with what I'm saying and say, I don't give a fuck, I'm going to date who I want. Fine, go ahead. But don't fucking cry when you get the consequences of that. Because you are going to get the consequences of that. I already know how this shit works. That's why I wouldn't date. I know how, if I date a woman, what's she going to do? Talk to this guy and this guy? I ain't got time for that. Because even if I'm the perfect person for her, it does not mean that she's going to be able to see it when she's talking to multiple people. That's why I don't deal with it. And if a woman really knew what she is really interested in, she wouldn't need to do that. She'd be like, I'm very interested in that guy right there. Fuck it, I'm going to just see what happens with him. People don't do that, and that's why they struggle. And they ain't got shit to do with age, because when you're younger, it's even worse. When you're younger, people even really want to talk to everybody else. It's actually better, especially as a female. Why? Because if you're older, men are older. And when men are older, they finally usually stop trying to fuck everybody. And women usually stop letting the fucking attention from their pussy go to their head and think it's attention to them. So it's actually easier if you ask me. People are more mature. People know, you would think anyway. It's easier. You know, the only problem is who let people destroy themselves in the process of, you know, through the years. And then some people act like if somebody got married at a young age that somehow they're special. What am I missing here? How are they special just because they got married at a younger age? I could have got married at a younger age. Does that make me more of a special person than I am now? I think now it actually makes me better. I think it might have made me worse if I did that. My life could have turned out worse if I did that. And that's no offense to any of those people. Who knows? And maybe it didn't. I don't know. I don't know really, because I didn't do it. But I do know this. People are acting like, oh, somebody gets married at 22 years old. All of a sudden that they winning, that they found a better lover. I think so. I am all for people who meet in high school and end up being married through their whole life. That's cool as fuck. I ain't no doubt about it. But when people get married young, they're really not getting the best product. What do I mean by that? If the woman that I was with when I was 21 gets with me now, she's getting a way better version than I was then. So how is it worse? It's not worse, man. It's all on what you, if you somebody that look at lust all the time, all this body, this body, that, and all that, you're going to be stupid. But even then, even as a man, that's stupidity, because just because a woman might look a little more off the par at a younger age, that don't mean you're getting a better product. Because when a woman gets older, everything gets better, usually. Not all women, but most women, when they get older, everything becomes better. They become a better woman. So how is it better when how's the better younger crop better? It's not. Okay, so somebody like me could probably pull a 21-year-old woman if I wanted to. But that doesn't mean that 21-year-old woman is actually the product that I need. That doesn't mean she's better than somebody that's 31. What, looks? And sometimes a 31-year-old could have better looks than a 21-year-old too. See, if a woman really takes care of herself and dodges all the bullets, and she just didn't happen to find the right guy yet, and then she meets me at in her 30s or something, she's better than that. And she probably took care of herself, right? So she's better. She's a better version than the 21-year-olds. I'm not going to say everyone, but most of them. Because most 21-year-old women, they're not fully developed yet, really. That don't mean they don't got the potential. That don't mean they're not mature and all that bullshit. It just doesn't. But y'all get my point. Same thing with the men. So a lot of the women who have found a man at a younger age, some of them, they are happy. But then you got some that found somebody who was not even ready for a woman yet. He didn't even establish his life yet. So how's it better? How's it worse when you're older? It's actually better. Tell that to Jay-Z that it's worse. And all the other motherfuckers. It's not worse, y'all. Y'all let the opinion of the public make an opinion of reality when you really should study reality instead of listening to everybody's opinions. Most men's opinions is, oh, the younger girl, she looks better, man, blah, blah. That's not my opinion. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying that I'm against a younger girl, but my opinion ain't strictly, oh, she's younger, so she's better. I'm not stupid. I analyze the whole fucking thing. And really, either way, it doesn't matter if a girl's younger or older. It matters on who the girl is, because a girl could be younger and be mature than an older woman. So I'm not saying that that's not possible, but most men just look at the looks and say, oh yeah, that's better. I give you that maybe on the fertility side, maybe, but even women can have babies when they're older too. So I can't even give you that half the time. And that's where faith come in and all that other bullshit. But it's not harder. Women, as far as women, the reason why it's hard for women is because they talking to too many motherfuckers, man. Plain and simple. They're not going to stop. They're going to listen to what I'm saying. Fuck him. I'm going to talk to every man I want. Fine, go ahead. All right? I don't give a fuck. It ain't going to be me. You ain't going to be talking to me and talking to other men, because if I see it, I'm gone. You know what I mean? I don't want to deal with a woman doing that. She should know who the fuck I am, and she should know if I'm interested in just giving him a fair chance. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're talking to me, him, and him, and him, that's not a fair chance. You're not even taking the time to sit back and reflect on me and you. You don't have time. Because you thinking about me, now you're thinking about him. Now you're thinking about him. You can't do that shit. And that's why most men don't seem like they want. That's why most men, y'all be like, man, what the fuck, man? These men don't love a woman. What's wrong with them? That's why, because they dealing with multiple women. How can you sit back and reflect on one woman and see how you really feel about her if you're dealing with multiple women? You ain't gonna be able to fucking do it. And Steven Jackson already came on this motherfucker yesterday, the basketball player, and told you motherfuckers, pick one woman and find a good woman and settle the fuck down, or pay millions in child support like him and be played like him. It sounds good. Oh, I'm fucking this one and that one. Yeah, it sounds good, motherfucker, but you're going to pay for it. And that's the problem with men. They don't get it. They just don't get it. And I don't give a fuck if they do get it or not. You ain't my son. Do what the fuck you want. All these diseases and shit out here. Do what the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. Only bad part about it is most women gravitate towards them guys. Because they see, oh, they dealing with a lot of women, so something must be special about this guy. So they end up dealing with them too. And women end up hanging themselves right along with the so-called men who are dogs. So what can you do about it? That still don't mean dating at an older age is harder. It's really not harder. Because not only that, if you find a woman at an older age, she's already seen the bullshit. You see what I mean? Now, some people are thinking, oh, she fucked everybody. Not every woman has really devolved themselves to that point. Yeah, they had partners, but not to the point of some. Some have really let men destroy them because their lust is for bad men. So it is what it is. They had chances to have good men. So even them, they can't say that. They can't say, oh, it's just bad. Nah, they just like bad men, plain and simple. And there's women out here who do. They say these guys ain't bad. They're not bad people. You know, that's why women like them, because they're not bad people, but they're bad to date. So they have no intentions on loving that woman, none of that. So, but women don't know how to separate good person and not good for relationship person. They can't separate that because they see the good in the person or they like the person. I think it all boils down to what they like at the end of the day. If a woman likes bad type of men, she's fucked. Until she figures out somehow, grab a crystal ball or something or pray, God, take this lust from me from liking bad men and help me like men to actually love, that will love me. She's fucked. She's always going to go back to that imprint. She's fucked. And so are some men. So are some men, because some men like bad women. When I say not bad person, bad women, difference. Get it? I don't think nobody's a bad person. Everybody has good and bad in them. So y'all don't twist that shit. But it's easier because women at an older age, you do have some young. I don't want young women to get mad and delete me, and I'm not saying that. I know there's some younger women. Some younger women are already in a relationship. They're not going to taste that sword because they decided, hey, this is better for me. Let me pick this. Let me pick this good guy that actually I like and he likes me, and let me roll in life. Fuck all that party and shit. You do have some younger women who do this because I did it at a younger age. I wasn't on party no more. Because I did all that drug dealing and shit, 14, 15, 16. So after that, I was done. Fuck all that. Give me a girlfriend, let me go to work. We chill at home, watch movies, smoke blunts when I smoke weed and shit. I was done with all that scene shit. I already did all that. So some younger people, they on their shit. I ain't saying this all young. Look at Romeo. But, you know, his dad coaching too. So he's young as fuck. Look at him on this shit. So I'm not saying that. But I am saying it's not harder to date at an older age because people are not looking at the big picture. They're looking at the small shit that don't matter. That's why they think it's harder. Same thing with the females. They're looking at the small shit in men instead of the shit that matters. So, oh yeah, it's hard. It's hard as fuck. Yeah, it's going to be hard. And if you like bad men, it's going to be hard as fuck until you dead in your fucking grave because it's not going to change. They might be good people. They might be nice to you, but they, as far as relationship, no loyalty. They gonna fuck who they want and shit like that. That's just who they are. And if you don't accept that, then keep liking them and keep fucking them and keep getting played. Plain and simple. But back to the subject, man. It's not harder because women, when they older, who cares their body count? Who cares? I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't care, but let's just throw that out because nobody's an angel. But that's what most men are looking at. But ain't this funny? Most men, oh, she got a high body count. But you, motherfucker, you got a high body count. So what's the difference? What's the difference? Ain't no fucking difference. Anyway, fuck that body count shit. We not talking about who fuck with who. We talking about facts, specific facts. Most women, when they get older, they're done with the bullshit, right? So by them being done with the bullshit, they're not on the bullshit. So that makes it easier for you. Same thing with man. Most men, I don't know, men seem to be late. I think they start doing this shit in their 40s. I think women start fucking acting right in their 30s. I think men in their 40s. Don't quote me on that shit though. Cause motherfuckers, man, they don't give a fuck sometimes. But anyways, man, yeah. The women are easier to deal with when they're older, most of them. Sometimes you do have younger women that it's pros and cons to both. If they're younger, they tend to listen to you more. You know what I mean? So it's easier if you're a guy with the right intentions for that woman. It'd be a little smoother in some cases because she'll listen to you more. She'll look up to you more. But if they're older, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes they think they know everything, or I didn't already listen to men and look where it got me. Fuck that, I'm not listening to you. So it depends. But I still feel overall, as far as dating, even though fuck dating because it's irrelevant. As far as people know what they fucking like, you ain't got to date no fucking body. That's bullshit. I'm telling y'all, man, it's bullshit. I ain't never met no long relationship woman dating. And people say, oh, but it didn't work. Yeah, but it didn't work. Not because they wasn't good people. Because I think they was. I think the relationship was great. Just not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Plus younger. Now, what if I would have met them older? the older version of them, the older version of me. See, that relationship, it would have been way even better, I think, because we would have been more mature. The little shit that could have fucked us up and tweaked the shit, I don't think it would have happened, because we would have been able to handle those situations better, because we're different people. Older people are better people, man. Not in the sense of better people, but in the sense of relationship material. There's no way that the majority of women who are better to pick are younger than older. Because if you look at what a woman should be and what a relationship is supposed to be about, and what type of product, I hate to say product, I'm not saying woman's product, but what type of product would be better for you to pick for a long-lasting relationship, is older. Because they're on the same shit. Younger women ain't on that shit. Most younger women don't give a flying fuck about no relationship. They might choose one to say they got a boyfriend or something, but they on the party and they on the talk to whoever the fuck they want. All that shit. How's that easier? How's that easier if you're talking about finding somebody? It's not. They don't even know if they want. So even if they did pick you, a lot of times it's going to switch up, which kind of happened in the relationship I was in the past, I think. I don't think for the most part it was bad people. I think people switched up. They changed. Like, they changed into different people, and they realized, maybe I don't like this person, or maybe I want something different. And then they realized maybe they didn't want something different, but it's too late now and all this bullshit. I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have done that. You see what I'm saying? It's just better. Older people, I think, is better. I think if you're a woman in your 30s, you don't have time to play. Really, women in their 20s don't. They think they do, but they don't. That's the thing. See, the women in their 20s think, oh, I got all day. I'm going to play around. No, they don't. Don't even be deceived. Women in your 30s, you're in a perfect position, especially if you really didn't let men fuck you up too much. You know what I mean? Like mentally, physically, and all that. You're in a perfect position, because now it's almost to the point to where men, a lot of men, not all of them, more men are going to start looking for a woman. They done. Because men get done with the women's games too. Start acting like it's just men who only want sex and this and that. That's bullshit. It's women out here doing that shit too. Oh, take me on a date, and then she go home and fuck another guy. So men get tired of women's shit too. They just looking for that one woman. A lot of times what it really boils down to is people, they're liking people that don't like them. Plain and simple. Instead of them saying, okay, this person don't like me, fuck it, leave it alone. They get caught up in this web of maybe they do like me or maybe they don't, especially if people are sending them mixed signals, or especially if somebody just trying to get benefits like sex or something. You know, if a man just trying to get sex or something, he gonna act like he gotta act like he like you, or he gotta at least conversate with you. And if the woman likes that guy that much, and she's gonna automatically by default think that there's some type of chance, and she's gonna hold on to a false dream, basically. See what I'm saying? It's no different than with a man. If you like a woman a lot, and that woman speaking to him and say, oh, she texts me back and this and that, don't mean shit. Just because she texts you back don't mean nothing. She could be just texting you just to keep you around. So if the guy she really wants fucks up. I'm going to tell y'all this, though. You know if you the number one choice in the person, when a person trying to pick. You can't mistake that shit. So if you don't see it, fuck them. You deserve to be number one on their list. Because if you're not, they're going to cheat anyway. Or they're going to leave as soon as they find somebody that they really want. You got to be with somebody who really wants you. And that ain't got shit to do with no fucking age. But I feel like in the 20s, I don't think people should be really looking for... Nah, I take that back. They should be, but they should really be focused more on their careers. Because you don't want... You know, if I had kids, I would want them to be trying to find somebody in their 20s, you know. But I would want them to be focused more on their life. You know, I don't want them to be like, oh, well, I'm 30s now and it's too late. But it's a little different for women because of fertility, you know what I mean? It is. But that don't mean women should rush and have kids either. Because I feel like if God wants you to have kids, you will by the right person. How can God's timing be off? I don't think so. But, you know, the devil, he can rush you. Hurry up, have kids. And look what happens. Kids by the people you probably shouldn't have had kids by. But then again, I don't think there's accidents in having kids. So, I mean, everything was meant to be, I guess. That's just how I see it. I don't see no accidental birth. Like, I don't believe in that. I believe that kids was born and you meet people for reasons. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm not right about everything. So, it's easier though, y'all. Especially as a woman, you just gotta understand the whole fucking situation. Women got to understand what they're dealing with. Instead of looking at shit that does not fucking matter in a man, you got to stop doing this shit. Okay, good sex. Everybody wants that. Shit like that, yeah, that shit might matter. But that little bullshit, he's 6. He better be 6'5". Oh, he's 6'2". I can't fuck with him. Come on, man. You know how tall a 6'2" motherfucker is? And you talking about he gotta be 6'5", and the 6'2" motherfucker got everything, but you he's not 6'5". That's stupid. That's stupid. It's no stupider than, oh, she's not white, I can't fuck with her. He's not black, I can't fuck with him. That's stupid. I know people are gonna say that's my preference. Well, your preference should be a good woman or man that is actually you are attracted to. A good woman or man that you're attracted to. You know what I mean? Not, oh, well, I'm attracted to the guy, but he's black or he's white or this or that's stupid. Or she's white. Or, men don't usually do this, but, some men do. It's easier, though, y'all. Because the women usually, unless that woman's destroyed, an older woman that really ain't let men destroy her too much, it's impossible to walk away from this shit unscathed. Everybody's scathed. You know what I mean? Everybody has dealt with relationships that, has left some scars. But if a woman ain't completely destroyed in her 30s and she's, focusing on her life and shit, that's a better choice. I mean, it's an easier choice. Should I say it like that? It's an easier choice if you're dating. Let's say you're dating. It's an easier choice to find. It's a better and easier choice in most cases than someone in their 20s, don't know what the hell's going on with their life, don't know what they want, talking to this guy, that guy, they ain't even ready to settle down. They should not be really thinking about it. You know what I mean? Honestly, I think. But y'all get the point, man. How's it easier? People in their 20s are talking to every fucking body. How's it easier? They say it's like trying to find water at Walmart right now, dating in your 30s. I don't believe that. I believe if I started dating, it would not be that hard because I understand what I'm looking for. See, some people are looking for shit that does not fucking matter. I'm only looking for shit that matters in a person. And that matters to me, of course. But the shit that matters to me has to be shit that really matters. Now, some people going to say, attraction. Yeah, attraction matters. But you don't got me no fucking Barbie doll. Because once I'm attached to you and care about you, you are a Barbie doll. No other woman matters. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. It don't matter because you're attached to that person. See? But people don't do that. Like I said, a person to swear that, he got to be 6'5". Man, that girl get attached to somebody 6'2" and fall in love. She ain't thinking about, he's not, what? You ain't 6'5", I don't love you no more. Get the fuck out of here. People don't do that shit. People focus on the wrong fucking shit. That's their problem. And they like people who don't like them. Instead of accepting the fact that, this person don't like me, let me leave them alone. They don't do that. They keep trying and all this and all that bullshit. Meanwhile, everybody else trying to like them that actually like them. But just because somebody rejected them, they feel like they gotta redeem it or something. Man, if they don't like you, they're not meant to be for you. How can they give you what you want if they don't like you? You think a woman that don't like me gonna be giving me the best head ever? No, she's not. But a woman that really like me, she will. So why would I even deal with that? I'm just giving y'all an example. You think a man that really don't like you gonna try to wife you and give you everything that he possibly can at some point? A man that really don't like you? No. But a man that will, he is going to try to give you all those things. So why would you chase up the ones that don't? Because you're attracted to them. So fucking what? You could be attracted to the person that is attracted to you. What's so hard about this? I don't give a fuck, man. Fuck it if you're not attracted to me. I don't. That's why I'm on this video waking up right now. Look at it. At my worst, on a live video on Facebook. None of that bullshit that a lot of men do. Let me do this and all that. Man, fuck all that. I'm here live and direct. I don't give a fuck. Because it don't matter. If somebody likes me, they're going to like me at my worst. See? I can always do my best, but guess what? The people who don't like me at my worst, you don't deserve my best. You know what I'm saying? Straight the fuck up. So, you know, if you guys always dress up, you got to show a man your body, and you always got to dress up and all that, that's the only way he like you, man, fuck him. If he don't like you at your worst, how the fuck he deserve your best? Period, point blank. Period, man. A lot of this dating shit is the reason why dating is hard. Because you are dating. If motherfuckers, you have to find somebody that knows what they want, and you gotta know what you want. And I guarantee you, if y'all both meet each other or go out on, you could go out on a date, but dating, nah. If we go out on a date and I feel like I'm not interested, that's it. All this, let's date again, and I'm gonna date him and her. No. That's why it's hard for y'all. But look, back to what I was saying. If you really like somebody or interested, let's just say interested, because you don't really know them yet to say you like them or not. You get my point. If you're really interested, they really interested, y'all go on a date, and they know what they want, and you know what they want, right then and there, y'all going to be focused on each other. It ain't going to be, let me still hit up this one and that one. See, that's where y'all giving these people passes, man. Acting like they don't know what the fuck they want. They should. If they don't, why the fuck you want them? If they got to date this one, let me see this, let me see that. What the fuck you need to see? I'm not good enough? Okay, bye. I'm being honest, man. And that's why it's hard. Because if a woman goes on a date with a guy, right? And then this guy, next day, he date another woman. He going to go on another date with another woman. But this woman that he just took on Monday, she's still trying to get to know him and think and this and that and try to show that she's the choice and all this bullshit. That's why it's hard. It's never going to be good enough because he's talking to multiple women. Even though you are good, you could be good enough, but you're never going to be because he's talking to multiple women. So I understand that. I know I'm good enough. I said I feel like I'm the best man in the world, and I don't care if a man gets offended or not. He should feel the same way. Can't take that confidence from me. I don't feel like no man's better than me. But that don't mean that when I date or should I say, if I was to date women, that don't mean they're going to feel that way or see that or whatever the fuck, especially if they're talking to multiple men. Because it doesn't give me a fair chance, y'all. It doesn't give you a fair chance. And that's why dating is hard. It's not the fucking age. And that's why older is actually easier. Because when people are older, they're not trying to... When you're younger, you think, I don't really know. Maybe there's some perfect dream person to come into my life one day. So you keep talking to every fucking body. You see? When you're young, when you're older, you know better. Like, I know all this shit. I done seen this shit, man. I know what I want. You kind of know, but you don't when you're younger. Usually. Some younger people, man, they want it. Don't get me wrong. Some younger people pick the right person. They married the right person, all that. But most, nah. For one, they don't even know what the fuck. They don't even know why they picked who they picked. They think they do. But as you get older, things change. You pick somebody for this, like, that shit don't really matter no more. And now your feelings changing. Now I don't want this person no more. That's what happens a lot of times. A woman could be like, man, I don't date, date, or let's just say a black guy. I don't date black women. And he might get older and realize, man, I thought that if I date other races of women, that it would be different. He might get older and realize, nah, maybe it's not. Maybe I was just young and stupid and didn't know that a color didn't have shit to do with a woman. So what if he's married to a woman that he's not getting along with that's another race or something? He might change now, like, or when he's dating. Let's just say when he's dating. Now he's looking at different. It don't matter no more. Now he's actually, that black girl, I'm going to give her a chance now. Because it don't matter. You see what I'm saying? Shit like that. So many women will tell you, as they got older, they started basically choosing wiser with men. The shit that they cared so much about or didn't care so much about when they was younger, actually they start caring about it now. And a lot of times that's usually more beneficial and makes it easier to date those women. versus when they young. Trying to tell y'all. Same thing with the men. Oh, she don't got a big ass in their 20s. She ain't got a big ass, man. She don't look like a model, dog. Fuck that. In your 30s, oh, she's very attractive. And nah, her ass ain't the biggest, but it's damn sure nice. Yeah, I'm fuck with that. And I'm done with playing with these women in their game. So yeah, I'm ready to pick one woman and settle down. See that difference? How's it harder? It's not. Leave it alone, though. I'm done talking, man. The shit's only hard because y'all dating. And y'all gonna keep dating because y'all don't know what the fuck y'all want. Or y'all like the attention. Y'all like to talk to this one and that one. So why even try to date to be with somebody? Why not just have fun with people? Why even date? Just have fun and meet people. Because you're not trying to get in a relationship, obviously. Because you're not giving somebody a fair chance. It's not a fair chance. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's not a fair chance. Oh, that's insecure. No, I feel like I'm the best man in the world. But if a woman is dating me, talking to me, whatever the fuck you want to say, and she's talking to this guy and that guy, that's not a fair chance to me. That's not a full effect fair chance. Why do you think so many people who have been in relationships for so long and it's only been them two and not other people involved, why do you think they so attached? Why do you think they bond so fucking strong? It's because of them. It's not because, oh, I'm talking to her and her. I'm trying to tell you right fucking now. Any man, oh, I'm not ready. I don't know this. I don't know that. And he fucking this one and this one. That motherfucker will never commit because he can't. Because he's talking to too many women. You'll never be enough. Even if you're the best woman on earth. Let's say you are the best woman on earth. You still not going to be enough for a man that's fucking this one and this one and this one and this one. It's not going to happen. How can you appreciate one thing when you're dealing with, that's like me, I got a car right here, but I'm going to buy this. You could, don't get me wrong, I could appreciate more like 5 cars, but it's not as much if I only had one. Here's a better example. $1 million versus my last fucking dollar. You got $1 million, yeah, that dollar's important. You could appreciate it, but not as much as if that was your last fucking dollar. Man, this is my last fucking dollar. You're going to appreciate that shit, dog. And that's the problem. That's why dating is bullshit. Because people, you don't stand a chance. And if you date, you're stupid. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. If you go on a date, go out on a date and see if you like them or not. If you don't like them, then go out on a date with somebody else. Leave them. Don't even go back with them. Just leave it alone. But if you do like them, leave the other motherfuckers alone and give that person a fair chance. And hopefully they do the same, but we all know how that goes. Because if they don't do the same, that's not giving you a fair chance. That's all it is. People want multiple people. That's the problem. So really, if you really want to break it down, I think everybody's a good person and bad person, good and bad in everybody. If you really want to break down what's a good woman or man, as far as if you could be with them in a relationship, it's the ones that actually are going to like you and try to just be with you and commit to you. Not the ones that want to talk to other people. Because you don't stand a fucking chance, man. I don't give a fuck if you're better than them or better than all the ones they talking to. It don't matter. They're still not giving you that fair chance. These are cold hard facts, and I've understood this. Now I understand that, and that's why I would never date. That's why I would never give a flying fuck if a woman. The instance of, oh, you don't like me, okay, I'll leave you alone. I don't give a fuck if you did or not. That's not my problem. You should have made it clear. You see what I'm saying? But you didn't. Some people do. You know if somebody like you. That's another thing. People act like they clueless. Like you can't tell if a motherfucker really don't like you or not. You can, because you know what it's like when somebody do like you. But people are always going to go after the ones that seem like they don't like them. And that's why dating for them is hard. For real. Not only that, they're dealing with the multiple people. So yeah, I'm done, man. Fuck it, man. I said all I could say, man. Stay away from motherfuckers that feel like they got to talk to them. That's why that Mr. Popular, Mrs. Popular, them motherfuckers don't commit. They might act like it. Of course they're going to use it. I know this and that. They're going to quote shit on Facebook about relationships all day long. They appear like I'm this relationship material, but they really not. Anybody that has to be popular is not relationship material because they will go crazy just dealing with one person. They gotta have multiple people in their life. I gotta have attention from the opposite sex, and that's why I gotta have a bunch of male friends. That's why men run from that shit. You should run from it too. If a man, I gotta have multiple female friends, run. Because really, as far as a man, we want the woman we're with to be our best friend. We don't need all these other female friends because we can't fuck them. If we just friends, we can't fuck. So what are we talking about? Be honest. I'm being honest. That is not, I'm not saying I wouldn't speak to people. Like, say a woman needed a help with her tire or something, like friends like that, yeah. But as far as kicking it all the time, that's bullshit. They lying to y'all, man. Men only want to be around women they trying to fuck. Plain and simple. So all that friend shit and all that bullshit, get out of here with that. Shit don't exist. That's why if a woman says, hey, I got male friends, I wouldn't stop her. But best believe, if I was with a woman, she say that bullshit, you best believe I'm not going to look at that guy as no friend. I don't give a fuck if it was their friend. I'm still not going to look at it as that because I know how men are. Men ain't just kicking it with no fucking female to be no fucking friend. That's a lie. That's my brother. That's my bubby. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it don't happen, but the odds is like hitting the fucking lottery. You know, you got to be, can't be naive when you're dealing with a woman or man. So your best bet is to assume what it probably is instead of saying, nah, it ain't. Let me just give this person a chance. And that's how people get played. He said he's not ready yet. Let me just give him a chance and assume that. And just keep fucking him. He's lying. Especially if you've been single forever. How the fuck he not ready? You've been single for 5 years or 10 years, but you not ready? Get the fuck out of here. But you fucking everybody. This is what they do. Liars. How you not ready? If you not ready, what you fucking everybody for? You obviously want something to do with a woman. Or as the women, I'm not looking for a boyfriend, all that bullshit. Maybe a hurt woman. That's the only excuse. If she ain't been hurt, she lying like a motherfucker. Because women want a man. You know what I mean? And women want sex too. Only way a woman might be celibate is if she been hurt. If she ain't been hurt, I'm not buying it. Unless she's some Catholic or something. And even then, still not buying it. So yeah, man, I'm out, man. Popular people, they always gonna talk to multiple people because that's just what they do. And you know, people like that, man, even if you convince them to pick you, more than likely after so long, they're gonna start cheating or they're gonna start wanting to go out and get away from y'all, just y'all. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, I'm bored with this shit. Let's go. Let's get the fuck up out of here. I need to get out here and go see a bunch of other opposite sex and all that bullshit. That's what they do, man. Now, I'm not saying you should live a life as a couple and don't do nothing. But there's so much shit couples could do every weekend after they done with their work or whatever. Man, you could see the whole fucking world. How could you get bored with with one person? People ain't cut like that, though. They get bored with one person. Because I don't know why they do. That's not me. I could deal with one person. Because there's so much I could do in life with that one person. It never ends. And as far as the sex, you know, once you're dealing with one person, they know exactly what to do. So why would you really need to go fuck? So this other girl really her sex ain't probably going to be better than that. It could be, you know, if y'all learn how to fuck with each other like that. But 9 times out of 10, the one you're already dealing with, that girl you got at home, why would you go out? That's probably the best sex you're going to get. But men don't get it. They somewhere in their little head, oh, I need different pussy. And the pussy be tainted and everybody done fucked it. Somebody fucked it last night and all this bullshit. You got to wear rubber, worry about catching shit and all that bullshit. Why would you leave something at home for that? I don't get it. If your mission was pussy, I don't know what the fuck you doing. Unless your woman at home ain't fucking you, well, that's a whole different story. We don't want to even deal with that shit. But if that is the case, then that makes a man feel unwanted. Like, damn, this woman don't want me no more. Because, you know, a woman, you know, ultimately giving herself to a man makes a man feel very, I don't know the word for it, but it makes a man feel very good. But you do, on the flip side, if a man don't really want you, it don't matter. He's still gonna get that big head though. Like, yeah, look at these holes on my dick. But he's not gonna commit to you. See what I'm saying? He's still gonna get puffed up for it because you gave him some pussy, but he's not gonna commit. So that's the downside of it. But y'all gotta stop dealing with people that don't like y'all, man. It's fine. You only need one person to like you that you like. That's it. So all that other shit, who cares? And that's what happens with people who want to be popular and all that. They care so much about how I need a bunch of people to like me. One person ain't good enough. And that's why they get butthurt. It could be that one person that will really like them, but they overlooking that I know you like me, but these don't like me, so I need to make these people like me. That's what they do. And then by default, you liking them ain't good enough. Because they want other people to like them. They so butthurt by somebody not liking them, by default, the ones who don't like them ain't good enough. By default, because they are allowing the people who don't like them distract or extract, I don't know the right word, basically conflict them liking people they possibly could like that like them. In other words, oh, that supermodel didn't like me. So let's just say another perfect girl, Bridget, perfect girl likes me, but I'm mad because the supermodel didn't like me. Now I'm gonna take it out on Bridget, ignore her, and leave her on red and all. That's what a lot of women do to a lot of men. That's why that doesn't butt hurt me either, because I already know, oh, she's pissed that some other guy hurt her, so now she wants to hurt me. That's what men don't get. They get all mad. Oh, she left me on red. Man, that girl probably hurt by somebody. Some guy that she wanted hurt her, so now she's taking it out on you. And that's another reason why dating is hard. How? Because let's say I take Bridget out. Let's say I take Bridget out Monday, and then I take Shannon out Tuesday, and then I find out Bridget cut me off or was dealing with some other guy. Now if I go out on Shannon on Tuesday, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people are going to take that out on that person. Because let's say I like Bridget more, or maybe I like them both even. It don't matter. I'm mad because of what Bridget did. Now I'm taking it out on Shannon. Or I'm worried about what Bridget's doing. Oh, I'm worried about she fucked with the other guy I'm on a date with Shannon doing. It's stupid, man. I'm telling y'all this how it is. So, in other words, let's flip the shit. Nah, we can leave it at that. No. Let's flip it. Me and another guy and one girl. And the girl goes out on a date with the other guy. He does some bullshit. And then she goes out on a date with me the next day. She's going to be mad, looking at her phone and wondering what the fuck he doing. That's why I'm saying you don't get a fair chance. She's mad at him. Or maybe she fucked him last night. But now she's on a date with me today or a few days later. She's still thinking about that guy. I don't give a fuck how good of a man I am. She cannot see that because she's worried about this motherfucker. That's why I'm telling y'all, it's not a fair chance. If they fucking with multiple people, you don't stand a fucking chance. Leave them alone. Find somebody that understands what I'm saying. These words coming out of my mouth, find somebody that understands that so you have a fair shot. If you are talking to multiple motherfuckers or they talking to multiple people, you don't stand a fucking chance. Because you don't know how them other people are going to affect that person. It could be the perfect woman, right? Let's say a woman hurt me, crushed me, right? I'm hurt by a woman. And I go on and let me go on a date and get over this shit. It could be the perfect woman. But guess what? I'm going to be so worried about and thinking about in my mind what the fuck happened in my life recently. I ain't going to be able to really like her like I really do. I might really like that girl, but since I'm hurting shit, I can't. Not like I could if it was just a clean slate. The hurt people hurt others. We've to learn to not take things so personal. I don't take shit personally. Now, really, what you need to do is learn how to stay the fuck away. As soon as you see it, it don't matter how much you like somebody. That's what people don't get. Because you can like the next person the same. See, people caught up in this, I'm only going to like this person that much. Never nobody else. Ever. It's different. I can see if y'all been in a long relationship, it's hard to let that shit go. That's different. But just dating? Fuck that. You gotta be able to bounce and let that shit go. I'm telling y'all, man. I've seen people say, "Oh, I was highly attracted to you and this and that, but I was so busy." And then next thing you know, they got a boyfriend. Lies. There's no other way to put that. What else could it be? If you were so busy, how'd you pop up with a boyfriend later? See what I'm saying? Things like that. You don't stand a chance. Plain and simple, man. Here's another one. So one woman, two guys. Let's say she's been talking to one guy. She really likes that guy. And she just met me not recently, and this is our first date or something. But this guy ain't texting her back. The one she likes, he ain't texting her back. That's going to affect her emotionally. So now by default, she's not even enjoying herself with me. She's not even in a good mood with me. She might even take it out on me. Why? All because she's dating multiple people. That's what I tell y'all, man. You don't stand a fair chance. Yeah, I see this perfect person right here in front of me, but I'm mad because such and such didn't text me and I already fucked him, so now I'm pissed off about it. And now I'm going to take it out on him. Even if it's not intentionally. She might not even realize she's doing it. But these are the effects of how people dating multiple people. This is the effects it have. That's why I tell y'all, don't do it. Trust me, man. Listen to the words, because I'm about to get off here. If somebody knows what they want, they don't need to date multiple women. I don't need to date. I know if I see somebody, man, I know I'm interested in that girl. I don't need to let me keep dating this one. That's a lie, man. It's a lie. Same thing with a woman. I know what it's like when a woman loves you and can't get enough of you. So you can't convince me that this half-hearted, hey, man, you can't convince me that woman likes me. Because I know if the man that she really like, I know she already on some same shit that a woman that really likes me is on. All that, I don't want to look, I don't want to come off too strong or too thirsty. Those rules are out the door when somebody really likes somebody. So don't even fall for that bullshit either. Let me act like I don't like him and get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody about to risk missing out on opportunity on somebody they like. They gonna let it be known, hey, motherfucker, I like you. It ain't gonna be no, let me act like I don't like this person. Maybe slightly at first. But if y'all already fucked or been on a date or something like that, they're going to start letting it be known that they like you, man. But I don't even think then. I've never met somebody who really liked me, hide it. They might be a little shy or some shit like that, but to completely hide it, bullshit. I get that. She's saying that it's harder because when you mature in age, your expectations do. This is true, but doesn't that make it easier in a way? Because if I like you, just because I have expectations, it doesn't make it hard for you. It's not going to make it harder for you. Because if I'm in my 20s, yeah, I like you. But I like her too, and her too, and her too, and her too. You see, I don't have no expectations or standards because I'll fuck whatever. See that? But when I'm older, I have expectations, man. I'm not just fucking with anybody, man. I need a woman that's this and this and this. And if I like you and you that, guess what? You in the door. All you got to do is not fuck up. So it's easier. It's not harder. It's only harder when you're dealing with people who really don't like you. Or if you're making it too hard for somebody to like you. That's the only two ways. Some people they're making it way too hard for somebody to like them because some other motherfucker did some shit. So now I got fucking cages and everything. You got to get through cages, alleys, and fucking wars to even speak to me. I wouldn't accept nothing less. So I guess what she's trying to say is, since your standards have became more, it's harder. I still don't think that's okay. I see. Maybe because what she's saying is since I have standards, it's harder for me to find the one that fits my standards. I think that's what you're trying to say, right? So in a way, I guess you are right. Like if you have standards, like say I have standards in the feet, but if you find the right woman, it's easier. So I can have standards all day long in my 20s, but even if a woman in my 20s, matter of fact, when you're younger, your standards are not as important to make a relationship work. So if you are dating people in your 20s, your standards are lower. Therefore, a lot of by your standards being lower, a lot of people you're dealing with are ultimately going to cause it not to work because you didn't have standards of I don't want to deal with a woman or man that's talking to multiple people or this or that or that. You didn't give a fuck. You just basically jumped all in. Now that you're older, once you find that person and they find you, it's not going to be harder. It's always been harder to find the right person, even in your 20s. Even if you did have standards in your 20s and you found somebody who met up with your standards, a lot of times them people in them 20s are still going to talk to other people. They still wild. They still want to party. They don't really want to commit. They might commit, marry you, and then 30 years old, I'm done. I don't want to be with you no more. So how is it still easier? There's pros and cons both ways. That's all I'm saying. So people are saying it's harder. It's not harder. I never said that it's easier, but it's not harder. It's the same, really. It's really the same. And if you really want to get technical, I think it's easier because I feel like once a woman finds a man that meets her standards, it should run smooth. As opposed to women in her 20s, they find all type of men that meet their standards. And look what happens. Look what happens to women in their 20s that find men who meet their standards. Now, sometimes their standards wasn't correct, I guess. And I guess women do have higher standards in their older age, I guess. But that's actually a good thing. And here's why, and I'm going to leave this video alone. This is why it's a good thing. Where's she at? Lakeisha. This is why it's a good thing. If you have high standards, let's say I'm a man trying to date and find the right woman and all that, right? But you have high standards. Let's say a lot of women older, they have high standards, right? But if I do my job as a man and self-improve myself and meet those standards, most men aren't. So that's going to weed out all that bullshit. Opposed to if you was in your 20s and you didn't have that many standards, I could be better than every man you ever came across, but you're probably going to still give some of them a chance. See? But when you're older, you already know. You see, like, yeah, that dude, Tawan, that's the one, because I'm going to give him a chance because I have high standards. He's the only one meeting them. That makes it easier for me. Same thing with a woman. If you are doing what you're supposed to do, you see, and a man knows what he wants, and a man has standards, it's not going to be that hard for him to pick you over a bunch of other people because you're going to be one of the very few that meet them standards, which makes it easier. Versus 20s, if a man don't have standards, you might be the same person, but he probably might not pick you because his standards aren't what they should be. So he going to probably give that girl a chance, or this one, or this one, or this one. You see that? So it's still kind of easier when you're older. That's facts, man. Y'all can't dispute that one. By people having standards and all that, it makes it harder, but only for people who don't meet them standards. If you're doing what you're supposed to do as a woman or man, you should meet almost anybody's standards. They just got to be attracted to you. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm sure I meet every woman's standards. I don't mean every woman going to like me, though. You see what I'm saying? But by most women, when they're older, they care more about their standards more than he's this black or white or 6'5". They care more about their standards, so it makes it easier. Because I'm pretty sure I fit the standards, so you ain't got shit to worry about. If you're a woman that meets the standards of what you should do as a woman, you're good. Most women ain't gonna meet them, so that sets you apart. Makes it easier. But in your 20s, when people are in their 20s and shit, most people don't have standards, and even if they do, Well, I ain't gonna say even if they do. Most people in their 20s don't have standards, right? So they're by default, everybody's open. It's open season. All right, right, that part. But yeah, that's it, y'all. It's easier, I think, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And even if you do get somebody, don't mean it's going to last. I still give it a better chance to last with people, older people versus younger people. That's just my opinion. I think when people are older, it's just like anything in life. When you get older, you tend to take care of them more. You're a different person. You know, versus a 15-year-old with a pair of Jordans versus a 30-year-old with a pair of Jordans. You know, let's say that in consideration, a 30-year-old is actually more mature. He's going to take more care of his shoes than that 15-year-old, usually. Less in saying if that 15-year-old is actually immature. Because some 15-year-olds actually, they're kind of mature, I guess. For their age, you see what I'm saying? They might take care of their shoes. So, anyways, I'm gone, man. Don't lower your standards. That's good. You should have standards because that's weeding out the people that don't fit your standards. And it's also making it to where, by default, the only way you're going to be with somebody is if somebody that actually meets those standards. So that's how I see it. I like when women have standards because that gives less opportunity for men who don't deserve a woman who actually has standards, if that makes sense. If I'm a man that has standards, a woman that has standards deserves a man like that. And that weeds out all them women, oh man, why he fuck with that hoe? Because he don't have standards. How he leave me for that girl? He left me for that crackhead because he don't have standards. See? So if you take the dating game and you're dating people with no standards versus people with standards, which one do you think gives you the best option to pick the right person or be picked by the right person? Which one do you think? The people that have no standards or lower standards or the ones who have higher standards? People with no standards, they out dating everybody. You don't stand a fucking chance. But if people have standards, they're going to be picky with who they date. So it's going to limit it down. If you are a person on your shit, you're going to meet somebody's standards. You see what I'm saying? Everybody ain't. So that weeds them out. They not even competition. And that's the name of the game. You want to deal with people who don't have to be, who know what the fuck is good for them and know what they should pick and meet standards themselves. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple, man. I'm out.